How do amazing organizations like Spotify, One, Apartment Therapy, and Google deliver on such ambitious missions like delivering universal anti-HIV drugs, making homes, unleashing this creative potential through music, and sharing the world's knowledge? Well, they do it through objectives and delivering on those objectives with key results, or what they call OKRs for short. And I want to tell you how Spotify is managing their OKRs in Coda. Daniel Ek, the CEO of Spotify, has a big mission for his company. He wants to create a new kind of artist that can connect with audiences globally and wants to become the best way for suggesting this music across borders. When Tracy, a product manager over at Spotify, heard this, he started getting together what he knew to help manage those and deliver on the OKRs through Google Sheets, Slides, Jira, as well as Trello for his team. But to him, well, everything was just sort of the same, but with a lot of copy and pasting. Now I want to show you how Spotify does OKRs in Coda. Welcome to the way that Spotify manages their OKRs. What they like to do is have a table where they can see the objectives and then group the different key results that are related back to those objectives. For example, they want to be the best app for suggesting music in the world, and some key results that will get them closer to the objective is doing things like increasing the Discover weekly usage and having people share more of their top songs of the year. Then what they do is they map it back to a specific squad on the team that will be involved in delivering on those key results. And then lastly, this is sort of like a status board on how those are tracking. So what we can do is we can add a new KR like this. And something that they've really wanted to do is spread throughout the world. So they want to be the most widespread music player. And some key results that will get them closer to that is moving into new markets. And maybe they will go through the business team to achieve that. They have native text messaging, but what if they started integrating with WhatsApp? 1 million. And then lastly, so now that we have the objectives that we want to do and the key results, specifically who's going to work on them and what they would need to achieve to then get closer to this objective, we can move to the epic section and let's do some new work. So here in the key results section, what this will do is look at the key results that we just wrote out, those 3 KRs that we're looking at before, and let's choose the WhatsApp messaging. And something that would get us closer to this goal is developing first a WhatsApp integration, contextual. So maybe we're looking at their location or the type of phone that's that the folks are using. We can put an estimated start and end date on this. And then below, we'll be able to see how this plays out on the product roadmap. So we can see that key result, the 1 million messages, and then the WhatsApp integration and contextual messaging showing up here. If I wanted to blow this up, I can. And then we can start shifting things around as things move around. So if I think the WhatsApp integration is getting pushed back and we want to focus on contextual messaging now, we can do that and we can see those updates showing up here as well. So this table is connected to this Gantt view. Now as things start moving around and we're actively managing these epics either in a Coda doc or in another system, we can start giving updates to the rest of the team. So market share on Brazil isn't going that well. We're tracking pretty nicely on this development. So as we're doing the work and we're managing the roadmap and the epics here, we can use this table to track how things are coming along all in one place. All right, now that you've seen an overview of how Spotify manages OKRs in Coda, I wanted to quickly break apart how we built this. So first, this new OKR button, what you can do is you can have a button add a row, and we're adding a row to this OKR table. The objective here is a grouped column. So if I wanted to ungroup this, I'll show you what it looks like. It's just basically the different objectives written in each line that correlate to a key result, but most times we want to visually group the objectives together so that it makes more sense. The key results here are what we call a display column, and that's how they're able to show up in the epics table. The squad here is relating back to a squad table. The status is a select list. Sometimes people like to put words in their statuses. And then this updated column looks at the status and then looks at the last modified date so that we know when people are making updates and what is fresh data versus not fresh. Now, I was saying before how the squad was a different table. You can take a look at all the different tables here in the admin and list. The one that we're looking at now is a view of this base table, basically what we were looking at before. And the squads table is this table that you can see here. So while we're pulling in this display column, squads into OKRs, you can have a whole bunch of other metadata that's important for you to track, like who are the different leads, what type is it, and maybe some more information about the squad. So that's the OKR overview. When we move to the epics, the key result column is looking at the OKR table and it's pulling in all the key results, which are the display column. So again, if we are to look at what's available to us, it's all of the key results that we can see back over here. Next is the epic, which is the project work itself that we're doing. Again, it's a display column so that it will show up as the name here on the project roadmap or the Gantt chart view. The squad and the product lead are coming as formulas from the key results. So basically taking a look at this table here and looking at the squad, the product lead is referencing the squad on the squads table. So we're looking at this person here. Then next is just a basic start and end column date. And what we did was we created a view of that in the product roadmap. So you can create whatever sort of views that you want with these tables. They can be a card view for a bunch of tasks. It can be a volume of the tasks per squad in a bar chart, but I chose to do Gantt chart here. And in this Gantt chart, I chose to group it by the key result. I could just as easily make this basic list of all the epics that aren't grouped. And again, this epic table is sitting here in the epics, having all the base data, no special formatting. So that's a quick overview of how this OKR doc was built and how it's really easy to tie in the different information together to make it possible to view your product roadmap, keep track of the work that's being done, and how that easily ties into your overall objectives.